development, the quicker it's going to sell out, I promise you. So what I'd like to do for our first time together is I'd like us each to just take a minute and give each other a round of applause for what we've been through and where we are today. Round of applause. That was very good. That was about a 2 on a scale to 10. Now, I want to try it one more time with a little more enthusiasm. Round of applause for being here. Studies. We've even done studies on clapping. Here's what I know about clapping. You can clap louder standing up than you can sitting down. Why? Because you can stand up and you can leverage, right? So in just a moment, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it for the energy of getting this project sold out, okay? This is an important clap, this next one. Now, when you get up, remember, you're going to be standing up, so the leverage is going to be incredible. You're going to be like this, ready to clap, right? You're going to be able to clap louder than you ever have, right? And just so that you have the energy, you're willing to shout out the name of the project. You could do that while you're up. So, here's what we're going to do in just a moment. I'm going to ask a common question. If there's anybody sleeping in this building, they won't be. Let's wake them up. This is the beginning of the energy. So, I'm going to ask the question. When I do, I'd like everybody to stand up. I want you to clap as loud as you can. And anytime you're ready and you're clapping, because we're only going to clap for a short period of time, because there's going to be a lot of energy here, you might want to say, Playa de... Easy word to say, right? Only took me 2 months to learn it. Okay, 6 months. Okay, you did as bad as I did. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to ask the question. Here's the question. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you would like to be in this room, months from now, sitting down, looking at this project completely built out or progressing in a rapid fashion? How does that sound to you?
Yeah.
Appreciate your patience during my presentation. I hope that helped a little bit. Well, there's a few things we're going to do now. Obviously, I want to open this up for questions and answers. At a certain point here, I'm going to ask the people that are interested, especially in the fractional ownership, to stay behind. I'm going to show you how to price it, because the pricing is individual depending on the time you want to come. It's Sesame Street simple, but I want to show you that. Today, Bill and Brian will be here all day. If you have specific questions that relate to your own situation, they're going to be here all day. Unit 400, the whale is open for your viewing. That is going to be a fractional ownership product. Unit 401 is also going to be a is a dolphin, which is a fractional ownership product. Those are open for your viewing. Okay? So, I'm going to open it up now for a few questions. We'll spend about, just keep the timer, it's about 10 minutes of questions and answers, and then we'll move on to some other activities. It's all yours.
From your experience, what's the ideal number of people for a fractional?
Did everybody hear this?
No, that's nice.
I'll repeat his question. It's a very good question. From my experience, what is the ideal amount of people for fractional ownership? This project has some very beautiful amenities. I want to make sure those amenities are monetized so HOA fees don't go up for home ownership fees. I say the ideal amount is probably 6. 6 owners per building is probably the ideal amount for this particular project. Any other questions?
The monthly payments, is that for just the fractional time that you own it, or is that going to be year-round?
Very good. I'm going to repeat it. The question was, this monthly payment of $495, is that for just the time you use it or year-round? And the answer to that is it's every month for a year. Remember, you get a deeded ownership to that unit. You have 6 weeks to use it, but you pay for 1/8 of it all year round. Okay? So. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do it. We don't need that will answer the questions we can now.
Since phase 2 and 3 are not yet built, are you offering fractionals in those as yet to be built phases?
Beautiful question. Thanks for asking that. I should have paid you for asking that. The answer to that is no, not yet. And here's why not. This is important. We don't know, and we don't ever second guess a market. You guys are the kings of what the market is. If we find in the first phase that whole ownership is still strong and healthy, then we're limiting the fractional ownership in the second phase. However, if we find that fractional ownership is healthy in the first phase, we will accelerate fractional ownership in the phases to come whenever possible. So the answer to your question is, right now it's only in phase 1. The focus is phase 1. The minute we get that sold, the next phase goes on. And for those of you that talk to Bill and Brian, when you hear what the next phase brings to landscaping out here, another pool area out here, that beautiful tall building that's coming, I can't wait to get phase 2 going. So phase 1 is the focus.
Phase 2, if you look at this, the chart, what does it consist of? Is it the entire center or just part of it?
Brian? Bill?
Hello, everybody. I don't know. I think I've met most of you. My name is Bill Angel.
Bill is the developer here.
Yeah, and actually, our attorney Ben Rosen, those of you who close know his office in Cabo.
I just had to change my shirt. We're on interviews, I need to have my flies.
But Hervé, our project manager, right here somewhere. I'm sure most of you know him. Excellent job. We need to give Hervé a round of applause. But Ben and Hervé were in Mexicali yesterday. Since last February, we have been working on this project. This building sat on one end of the parcel, and due to the economic climate today, as you all may know, this would be a massive undertaking and a serious financial risk for the project if we were to build this all at once. So what we have done, and we just got approval yesterday, is divide this building into 3 phases, which are more manageable for us as a small developer and makes much greater economic sense moving to the future. So we've got our approvals, and so the next step now is to pull permits and build this. But a lot of that hinges on what happens with the remaining inventory we have.
Now let me say something about that, because we've been working on this for some time. Remember something, in every project we have done, and we've done hundreds of projects like this, we're not in foreign territory. It's all about market pace and economics. And so, even though we're breaking it up in smaller phases, if we can build momentum as a team, we can get those smaller phases sold out, and there's no reason why we can't do multiple phases if sales dictate it. So our goal is to get it built as quickly and as fast as we possibly can. Their goal is to cushion themselves so they're not in any financial risk on the project. So that's the 2 economies we're playing.
All right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Let's say we go to phase 2 or 3, and we have an agreement for whole ownership, right? So is that going to be honored, or are you going to try to force this fraction?
No. Remember something about fraction. The fractional product we're selling now is fractional product in phase 1 of people that decided not to close. We do not force anybody. If you have a contract with this developer, your price, your unit, when it's built, is going to be honored. There's no question there. What we're protecting all of you and us for is the people that can't close. Remember something. When you guys bought, when I talked to all of you on the phone, you were in a different mindset. You were in the mindset that not only is it beautiful here, but if I ever want to resell it, I could probably resell it and almost double my money quickly, right? I hear a lot of that from a lot of people. The economic world has changed, and we're not sure when it's going to change back. Eventually it will. But there are some people out there, to answer his questions, that may have a difficult time now making a $4,000 or whatever that payment is. So for those people, fractional ownership is an opportunity. They would not close in their unit, and if fractional ownership was a good opportunity for us as a team, we may fractionalize the ones that don't close. But you that